Hello and welcome to the ninth episode of Talk and Beyond. This is an extra special episode as we have yet another lady who has very stars to her credit. She's a magician with the brushes known to have transformed lives of many with her makeover in the form of makeup and styling. Her zest to life has led her to become a fashion influencer and is now giving makeup and fashion goals to over 65,000 people with her Instagram handle. It is my pleasure and honor to invite the celebrity makeup artist Manleen Puri to this fabulous episode. Hi, Manleen. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Manleen. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's straight away dive into the multifaceted question, which led you to becoming into something you could transform lives. When and how did it occur to you that makeup industry was something that could be your ideal fit? What were the challenges when you started out the journey with the brushes?
So basically, my journey has been like a roller coaster. And, I started off being a chef in London. I was trained, in HM. I did it from Thames Valley University, London, and I was working as a chef over there. Once I came back to India, the Indian kitchens were not that ideal, but I was still in the hotel industry working, at, let's say reservations or sales and marketing and all the other things. I think I got bored out of it after some time, and then I switched job and I changed my profession, and stepped into the software company. Their software, which I was working on, was also related to hotels, so it's kind of it just kind of gave me an upper hand on that. So I was doing very well over there, and I was sent to US to get further trained, and everything was gala and everything was going very good. I got married in the middle, and then once I conceived, that was a time which slowed me down a little bit, and I just could not work as much as I could. So I was working from home. After my delivery, I just stopped working. And when I stopped working, I was just spending as much time as I could with my child and just taking care of him. But a person who's a workaholic will always remain a workaholic. So I've changed so many professions. I've been a designer of clothes. I've done event management. I've done so many things. And finally, I ended up being a makeup artist. I never knew I could do, makeup. And, I just did not know this was something, it wasn't my forte. But, eventually I just landed up being one. And I'm glad I did because I'm loving it and how.
Absolutely. I mean, you were at the right place at the right time and everything fell into place. It's like a dream story already.
Yeah.
Okay. But a freelancer helps you become your own boss. It lets you work at your own pace, helps you become an independent entrepreneur and have a greater reach. A kind of profession that was once considered as only a hobby and not a revenue generating stream, but is now a full time job. It's often very daunting to keep up with the social media expectation, expecting, so much more out of you because you have so many followers. How have you
Right.
a line between your personal life and professional life and create a work life balance?
So as you just said, I think balance is the key. You got to maintain that balance. You cannot just have, you just cannot have your mind in one single direction and not think about the other, because you do have other things to think about. I have a family, I have a child, and there has to be a certain balance of time that we need to keep in mind, and always take care of. So I think family support is very important, and in terms of balancing things out. And when it comes to social media, I think I'm pretty active on social media. I like to spend a lot of time there, but I also keep that in mind when when my child is in front of me, or when my husband's home, or when we're all sitting together. My phone is like far away from me, and I just try not to take a lot of calls or do a lot of things on social media. But yes, I think balance is the key. If you maintain a good balance with what you're doing in terms of your family and your work, I think you will be at ease and you'll be able to do what you want to do.
Absolutely. Family support is really important.
I have a very supportive family, and I think that holds a lot of importance, because it gets, had I not had a very supportive family, it would have been very difficult for me to sail through times which I probably have sailed through in the past couple of years. Going away on makeups from 5 a.m. in the morning and coming back at like 9:30 in the evening, and just running around driving makeups from one place to the other. If you do not have somebody like, I'm blessed to have a mother-in-law that I have, and a very, and I'm blessed to have the husband that I have. So if you don't have these people in your life who are there to oversee your child, it just gets even more difficult, because like me, I think every mother wants the best for their child,
True.
and they want to oversee everything. They want to just make sure that they are there for everything. But if you want to work, you at least want to make sure that there is somebody else who's more responsible or is equally responsible as you are to take care of your child. So I think family support is very, it helps you a lot, but it doesn't mean that you can't do anything without a family support. If you want to do something, you got to do that, but just try to make the right balance between the two things.
Totally agree. Balance is the key. But these difficult times have been really difficult for a few entrepreneurs, right? This phase
Mm-hmm.
for a freelancer, which is the COVID era, we've seen various
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs innovating and transforming themselves, and this in
Right.
particular. Take us through the evolution of makeup industry in particular and the journey of an influencer in these 4 months.
So basically, I've seen a lot of makeup artists and a lot of other people creating different kind of content, and they're just trying to create content which is probably they're trying to step outside their comfortable zone, if you may say. You just I think um, being at home, you cannot go out. There are not many makeups or weddings happening, but you still gotta engage your followers. The people who are following you for a reason, you gotta keep them engaged, and so in order to do that, you gotta create some good content. And I feel that the best way is to improvise, and how can you improvise is like change yourself with the trend. And these days it's been people are styling, they're doing a lot of skincare videos, they're doing a lot of makeup videos, they're creating short reels, god knows what they're doing. I'm doing that as well. And if you had asked me right before COVID that, okay, Manleen, just sit down and just make an IGTV, I would say no, because I did not have the time to breathe. I
True.
was just doing makeup straight in the morning till at night, and I just did not have that bandwidth. Now I have all the free time to go ahead and create these videos and educate my followers and put this content up on my page. So I think the best way is to be consistent in what you're doing and to improvise, and just change with time. And if at all it means to change your page, the look and feel of your page from something to something else, if you feel that's working for your users or the followers, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah, also to that, I think giving your life or giving a piece of your life or your knowledge and sharing that with your followers gets you more closer to them. And that engagement level
True.
way higher than any other, post that you would do.
Right, because I've seen this myself. Earlier, I used to have a lot of engagement on my bridal pictures that I usually post, and the majority of my page consists of pictures of my brides who I do. But off late, the engagement has been comparatively low, and this probably because not more people are getting married, and people are not wanting to see that sort of content at the moment, because this is not something that they're looking forward to. So whenever I try to put a video up, like I just did a styling video, it was, it went viral. People loved it. And, I had so many comments. I probably did not have so many comments. I can't even remember what last video I had so many comments on. So I think when they see you, they try to connect more. So I'm trying to upload as many videos as I can in which they can see my face, myself. And I think that brings more engagement in this point in time. Since they trust you, they are your followers, you are their influencer, so you got to be there somewhere.
Correct.
So I think that kind of helps, and it kind of engages the people who are on your page.
Very well put. There's another question that definitely needs your perspective. It's about a move that has destroyed markets of established and budding freelancers. And that's the ban on TikTok, a platform synonymous with fun, gags, and innovation in the form of short videos. It has made a lot of influencers known in their video going viral. But with these erratic times, and what opportunities do you see for them in the near future?
So see, as I was never a very big fan of TikTok. I was only told to go on TikTok and create videos, so I did just for the heck of it. But I was never a person who would religiously open up TikTok every day and watch what's going on, and oh my God, I used to like a lot of content, but I think I never had the time to go ahead and sit and shoot and edit and all these, it takes up a lot of time. I've done a couple of videos and I know how much effort and time it takes. So hats off, first of all, to all those people who were doing this. And it's really sad that they've lost a particular platform, which was helping them show what their inner creativity is to the audience.
Right.
But one should never give up. I feel there are so many other platforms which they can go to and they can kind of do similar things. I think with TikTok, the thing was that it was very user friendly, and it was giving you a lot of viewers right there and then. You were getting a lot of references of what people are doing, and you could replicate that. But I feel if you are somebody who can create your own content, and if you're someone who is unique, and if you know how to create that content, nothing can stop you. You can do the same on Instagram. Instagram has come up with a new feature called Reels, which is also a 15-second video. You can do it over there. You can go on YouTube. You will find enormous number of followers over there who are there on YouTube. Every single person goes on YouTube. My 7-year-old son follows so many gaming channels on YouTube, and these people are doing nothing but just playing games, and they are, God knows, they're like the gods of YouTube. And so it's all about changing yourself for time. Now, since TikTok is not there, rather than sulking over it, you might as well find some other platforms which will help you grow. I know most of these TikTokers were on Instagram as well. So I think choose a different base and build your audience there. And eventually, you're going to grow. If you were growing there, you're definitely going to grow elsewhere as well.
Correct. And actually speaking, a lot of YouTubers have gone way ahead in life. And I think that is one that you can probably monetize. I mean, this is the time.
True.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Manleen. This was fabulous. But we have one small segment which is left for you, which is called the rapid fire round. All you have to do is, I know it can be very daunting, but I am a very tough teacher. So I'm going to be teaching you all along the way. So go ahead. You just have to pick one of the options that I give you and be not diplomatic at all, right? So you're going to be picking,
Okay.
you're going to be choosing, and you're going to be doing your favorite, right?
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Your first question. If you had to give up makeup or being an influencer, what would you give up?
Being an influencer, I would never give up makeup.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But if you look at, I think both the fields have their own pros and cons.
Absolutely.
If you look at this point in time, if one cannot, step out, and if weddings are not happening, I think being an influencer is paying off far more, than anything else, because, you have your audience, you can create content sitting at home. You don't have to step out. You'll get, so many collaborations, and being an influencer is something which is very fruitful at this point in time. But still, I do influence people. I try to be an influencer, though I'm, not 100% influencer. But my core has always been makeup, and I think I really would want to stick with it.
Superb. But I think there is a choice that we could offer you again. What if you had to give up both makeup and influencer? Then what would your choice be?
Photographer.
Okay. Let's see that song. I think probably we can, we can see a few reels which are about photography and the tricks that.
Because I am editing so much these days. It's really polished my skills, and I feel that photography is more about editing than about how you're clicking the picture, but how well you're editing the picture. So I am not a pro, and I'm never going to take up photography. But in my dreams somewhere, if you had given me that option, then yes, definitely. Why not? Because from starting from makeup to starting from styling yourself, then to doing your makeup, then to shooting, then to editing, and then to actually posting it on social media, making sure that you're getting the engagement, boosting your post, not boosting your post, who to follow, who not to follow. It's right away starting from being a stylist to being a social media marketing person. So, it's like everything.
True. Okay, moving on to my second question. What is the one thing you see the current bloggers doing right and wrong on social media? We wouldn't want names just to maintain your
Yeah.
reputation, but go ahead.
So yeah, so I feel the right thing that bloggers are doing is creating some very good rock solid content. They are creating some amazing. It could be styling, it could be makeup, it could be anything. But for the bloggers who are sticking by what they were actually doing and just trying to improvise and trying to create things around it, I think it's amazing and mind blowing. I have few favorites, and I just think they're doing a fabulous job because I know it takes a lot of time and effort to do all this.
True.
Since I've started doing all this myself, you need a lot of time. And the wrong thing is that, if you're trying to follow someone, if you're trying to, you're trying to take someone's inspiration, take them as an inspiration. Don't copy them. So the people who are really copying content and not posting the right thing, I think that is wrong, because you can take inspiration but then be unique in whatever your ideas are. I take so much inspiration. I literally there has been so many times I look at somebody and I really like that thing and I really want to do the same kind of thing, but then you have to change things into it so that you're being unique in what you're doing.
Give it your twist.
Yeah, give it your twist.
Super. Okay. One signature makeup ritual that every bride of yours will have in common.
So my best makeup ritual or makeup look, if you may say, my signature look is the smoky eye with nude lips. That is something that probably every bride of mine has been requesting me for. Irrespective of me telling them that it's like a repetitive thing and I can do more to it, just try. They want the same thing. They want the smoky eye, smudgy eye with nude lips, and that's all they want. So I think this is my signature look, which has been going on since quite some time now.
I think that never fades from fashion. Like that's the trend
Yeah,
since forever now.
yeah, true.
Okay. What are the colors you play with the most?
Brown.
That's it?
Yeah, I love brown. So I would have brown in everything.
Okay. Bold eyes and subtle lips or subtle eyes and bold lips? Your favorite?
Bold eyes, subtle lips.
I
Always,
that.
always.
Makeup hack that we should know but has never been spoken about by anyone.
I feel that all the makeup hacks have already been spoken about by everyone, but there are tiny little things that people might not know. So one of the makeup hacks that I'd like to share is, try to spray makeup setting spray before your foundation, and once your foundation is done, before setting it with a loose powder, just try to spray it again with the setting spray. It's going to just fix your foundation and stick it to your place stick it to your face like glue. It's not going to move.
Wow. Okay. So spraying twice
Yeah,
is what you recommend.
spraying twice, and then ultimately, because setting spray is something that you spray towards the end, to set your entire face. But just bringing the same thing in between your makeup routine, it's going to change the way your foundation is sitting on your face.
Wow. I'm going to try that for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Three other makeup artists you have admired to date.
I love Pooja Khurana. Pooja Khurana has been an inspiration. I love Leena Bhushan, even though both of us almost started, almost together. But the way she has worked over her Instagram and everything, it's commendable. I simply love her work, and for whatever she's doing, I really, really like her. And I have few more favorites, but one of the other person who's always been an inspiration and also has been in the industry for quite some long is Chandni Singh. So I really like, for whatever she's doing. And the best thing I love about her is just, she's so consistent with whatever she does. She never loses it, being it her brides, being it her self makeup tutorials, being it how she works out, whatever it is, she's always been very consistent. And that is the key to success. You have to be consistent. I think we learn from the best.
I agree. Totally. Okay. A budding influencer or makeup artist you think would grow exponentially in the near future?
So there's this girl by the name of Reva. I really like her makeup. She's been trained under Meera Sakrani, and she came up to me once. We've met a couple of times on exhibitions, and she once told me how she's been my follower, and she once met me and told me how lovely my work was. But I've seen her grow in the past 1 year from nothing to something good now. She literally began in front of me almost, and I keep referring her to all my clients because I love how subtle her hand is, and how beautifully she does the work, because I like subtle makeup, so I would obviously like somebody who does subtle makeup. So I think she's going to reach somewhere where she wants to be in no time. So I really like her.
I hope she's watching you as well, saying that. A pro tip for everyone trying to be an influencer or trying to grow in the makeover industry.
The tip is that, always be unique in what you're doing. Find the best of your skills. Keep polishing your skills, because, learning is a never ending process. I'm still learning. There are so many things which I might not do right, and I learn from my own mistakes. Keep trying, don't give up, be consistent. And, if something is your passion and you really want to do it, just go ahead and do it. Just do not think twice.
I've had so many passionate entrepreneurs on this group, and I think the Talk and Beyond is all about passion right now. And this is overflowing with your expertise. Thank you, Manleen.
Yes.
It's purely my pleasure to actually host you. Thank you so much for doing
Most welcome. Most welcome. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you so much.
you.